So with the time depleting on Fallout 76 being released in just roughly a month, and the open beta for the game dropping in just a few weeks, it is time that we finally go over some of the new and exciting content and features that we can expect in Fallout 76. Now, if you guys don't know anything about Fallout 76, this game will actually be completely different from the other Fallout series. And I say that because this game is going to be primarily almost completely online. So you will be able to join a server, play with your friends or random people, and go out to, your challenges, your quests, whatever you want to call them, kill things, loot, and actually do player versus player and kill people and take their loot as well. But with that said, it actually brings us into my first topic, which is basically, from the sounds of it, you are actually going to be forced to play with parties. So either with your friends or maybe a party of random people, which some people might not like that. But personally, for me, I think that's a great thing. If you guys have ever played a survival game for a really long time, like for me, example, I played Ark for a little over 4,000 hours. I met hundreds of people because of playing that game. And, I walked away from that game with a lot of friends that I'm still friends with today, and I talk to almost every single day. So to me, I'm a fan of being forced to play with groups. I don't think survival games like this should really be played alone anyway. I mean, the whole point is to get as far as you can and progress as much as you can. Who's going to be able to do that solo? It's just not going to be fun. I also think it'll make the PvP a lot more balanced too, because you're pretty much guaranteed to always go against groups of 4. It won't just be one player versus a group of 4. So I like that. I think it's a good idea. Now the next thing is personally something I am looking forward to very much, and that is being able to have your own customized base. If you guys ever played Fallout 4, which I'm sure most of you have, you know that they have a really in-depth customization for bases and stuff in that game. Well, 76 is going to work a little different in the sense that you can basically put your base anywhere you want. From my understanding, bases will be pretty much portable. They're customizable, which means you can decorate them, you can put defenses down, and they will only appear when you are online, which is a huge plus to me because I really hate getting offline rated. I think it's one of the things that really kills survival games. So I think only having your base there when you're online is a huge benefit. People actually might dump more stuff into their bases knowing that they'll only be there when they're actually online to try to actually defend them. And it's going to be really cool trying to create a base with your buddies and stuff in a game like that where you're only going to have a few people actually be able to play with you at a time. And I'm really excited to see the different type of defenses and stuff we get to see and expect to come to that whole base customization. It's going to be really awesome. But speaking of defending bases, this next thing that is confirmed coming to the game actually really surprised me, which I think a lot of people already know about this because it was kind of big. Basically, players will be able to control nukes or nuclear missiles. You'll be able to launch missiles, and I assume anywhere on the map. I'm assuming you can have it go anywhere you want, so you could go attack someone's base and drop a nuke on them. Now, it's not going to be as easy as I might be making it sound. From what I have read online from multiple different sources, basically the players will have to go around the world and find the codes. And then once you find a code, you have to go find one of the 4 different nuclear sites that are actually on the map and, fire your nuke. Now, again, it's probably not going to be as easy as I might be making it sound because this thing's probably going to be devastating, and no matter where you land it, it's probably just going to just decimate everything. At least that's what I would expect it to do. So I'd imagine that these codes are going to be very, very scarce or just extremely hard to get. Now, Bethesda is doing something in Fallout 76 that I think is truly amazing. A lot of people probably really won't care about this, but for me, I will because it'll just make thumbnails so much easier. They're actually going to have a photo mode. I think all games should have this. So basically, you can just take in-game screenshots of your favorite moments and stuff like that. I'm really excited for that. I really hope it turns out really well because so far it looks like it's going to be just a perfect little feature to have in this game. Now, I think a big thing that people are really curious about or maybe worried about is modding. Fallout has always been a big game when it comes to mods, and modders have always done a ton of stuff with this game just to make this entire series just completely different for each game that's dropped. Now, obviously, there'd be a lot of worry about a game that's only online like this, but from what I can tell, it seems like modders don't have to be worried whatsoever. It seems like eventually there will be private servers where people can actually have mods on. If you guys ever played Ark, there's unofficial servers where people have a bunch of different mods to try and make the game better or different. Sounds like it's going to be the same thing with Fallout 76 in a sense. So I really cannot wait to see what type of mods come out for this game. And those private servers will probably be pretty interesting. I don't know if they're going to be available at launch, but that'll be a pretty interesting thing because people could get to endgame content probably a lot faster because it'd be accelerated rates and stuff like that. Personally, I'll probably play both. I'll probably mainly stick to the officials, but I might go to a high rate unofficial server for Fallout 76 if that becomes a thing. And the main reason that I would even do that is just because I could go ahead of what my current character is and figure out different builds and stuff like that for him for the actual game itself. So it'll be interesting. I'm pretty excited to see what the whole modding community comes up with for this game. Now, another thing that we can expect to come to Fallout 76, some people might not be happy with it, but from what I can tell, it really should not affect gameplay, which would be microtransactions. From what I found online, it will 100% will be in Fallout 76, but it's only going to be cosmetic items, so it's not going to give you like, you know, different effects or stats or anything like that. Now, I think that if they only stick to cosmetic, you know, skins and stuff like that, I think that's totally fine. If people want to spend the money on them to look better and stuff like that, by all means, honestly, I'd probably do it myself. I just really hope that Bethesda does not sell like overpowered weapons or strong weapons in the shop, or like a starter kit where you get like this weapon to start out with and stuff, blah blah blah. I hope that is not a thing. Let's just keep it all cosmetic. Everyone will be happy. No one can be paid to win for advantages and stuff like that. That's how it needs to be, and hopefully that's what it's going to be. Now, the last thing, guys, I'm going to be covering today is something that's going to make quite a few players happy as well. You guys will have the option to actually play PvP or PvE. And from my understanding, it won't be separate servers. You'll have the option to toggle PvP on and off. Now, I'm just going to assume when you're in like the PvE mode, it's going to be a lot harder to get like good weapons and stuff like that. I would just assume. I can't imagine that you can just go PvE, get maxed out, and then go bully, you know, lower levels and stuff like that there in PvP. But I could be wrong. Now, the other interesting thing I read online was if you are in PvP, like the PvE mode, PvP players can still attack you, apparently. But by doing so, they'll get marked on the map with a bounty. Now, I don't know exactly how true all that's going to be. That's just what I was able to pull off the internet. But anyway, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. Now, some of this is just speculation, I assume, but I do know a majority of it has already been confirmed by Bethesda as well. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section, and I will see all of you in the next video.